Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. Thank you so much for being here today. And today we're going to look at patience and how that's affecting you in your everyday life and how you're trying to manifest things. Now, this card had originally come out with the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is telling me that this is a challenge that you're meeting, because the Knight of Wands for me in upright is like somebody who is fun, passionate, but very ambitious in what they're doing. And having it in reverse, I feel like it should be that, you know, it's harder on you, but I feel that you're trying to balance this out. Okay, you're trying not to be too much the Knight of Wands or too little the Knight of Wands. You're just trying to find that right balance of meeting the challenge that's in front of you and being patient with the outcome and everything that's coming in. It makes a lot of sense that you would be trying to always figure that part out, seeing, oh, you know, like I have to be patient, I have to try and figure it out. And it's asking you to enjoy the present moment, okay? You've worked hard for everything that you've done, Pisces. So in order to meet up that block, to really figure out that block, I should say, is just realize that you've done everything you can at the moment. You've planted all the seed, you've started on the journey, and you are moving towards that. So rather, instead of trying to pushing so hard to try to force the situation because you want it to move faster and you want to have more progress, take the time every once in a while, like I was saying in yesterday's readings, to just take the time to have a rest and then go into action. Have a rest. It's like pacing yourself, really. Okay? It's not like it is pacing yourself. Take time to look at the progress and to clarify the dreams, and how you can manifest them sooner. Okay, like plan your plan of attack, I would say, even with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so pace yourself when you're making plans and decisions. Sometimes you get to see the little nooks and crannies that you haven't looked at, so patience will serve you well. Okay, doing otherwise, you're just going to stress yourself or disappoint yourself, because when things don't move fast enough, you start feeling a little bit out of it. Okay, so focus on visualizing your dreams in your moments of having to practice patience instead of pushing against all the obstacle. Surrender the outcome to the universe, Pisces, and just get on living with your life. Allow things to come to fruition in divine timing and divine order. Okay, so I'm going to pull some Mystical Shaman Oracle card. I'm going to use a good tarot with it. I like using these together. They have a very, I feel a very magical forest vibe to me. So, yeah. It's very calming. It's very green, and that's why I'm using them to help you with this orange colored card. This sacral, passionate, fire, Knight of Wands type of energy that you're going into right now. I'll ask you to go ahead and leave a like and comment on this video, Pisces. Right, thunder, that's you. Boom, boom, boom. I want it to happen right now. Oh, and the other card, the lower world. Right. I feel an impatience, the lower world. We had the middle world come out just recently, but I was talking about the lower world. The lower world is all the things that you have overcome in your life, all the challenges that you've met, that has made you this powerful being that you are right now. The one that's getting things done, the one that started motion and all the things that you wanted. Okay, I do feel the thunder cards coming in to say that you're thundering around, just trying to get things to move, okay? It's like they're showing me like somebody stomping their feet when they're not getting their way, and it's making that loud boom, boom of the feet. And I can feel that inside, you're almost feeling like that child that's saying, it's not moving fast enough for me, it's really gotta go. Why isn't it going? Why isn't it moving as fast as I want it to? It's okay, Pisces, okay? They're actually putting this lower world card to say that even though you've overcome some of these things, it's always good to look at some of these things as well and see if you can improve certain things. If there's maybe a little few things that you haven't missed that you can just, you know, put your little touch to it. This is a way of calming the raging beast of movement that wants to come in and just take over, okay, and just like run everything amok. I feel like a child who's having a hissy fit here, okay? And yeah, so it's sometimes it's because you're feeling like you really want to run. This card is like a stampede. It is really a lot of noise, that whoosh of air, that momentum, okay? And you're feeling it right through your bones. And it makes you feel a little like powerless to influence the events that you set in motion. Because you're thinking, I should be able to control this, but it's asking you to kind of ride the wave of whatever that is. If it slows down, if it speeds up, just ride the wave and be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and opportunities are constantly arriving in your realm, Pisces. The trick is to learn to run with it, okay? And you're going to need flexibility and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where and what form these opportunities are going to come into. So you have to develop that patience. Your destiny is arriving, so be ready. It is coming to you, Pisces. It didn't disappear on you. You have 31, 4. That is the 4 of, I'm hearing the 4 of Wands, which is a card of reflecting where you are and where you want to go. And I think that's what the lower world is. All the stuff that you've done, all the wonderful things that you have overcome and risen above, and it's just, it gives you a lot of wisdom, Pisces. You get a lot of wisdom from everything that you've learned so far, okay? That's where you get the hidden treasures. Not a lot of people think that, but in the darkness there's fruitfulness, okay? And this is also the places that have come from way before. I mean, this is some of the stuff that we've overcome comes from the past, from generations of before, ancestors, you know, our ancestors, and where you're discovering all these gifts and lessons, which are gifts, by the way, the lessons you learned of the past. You transform everything into pure energy. You transform your demons into a source of personal power. It's a wonderful thing, okay? So this is no time for you to react in a small way, I would say, to these things, okay? Bring out the gems, bring out the precious gifts and stones of the lessons to look at them, and have a little more patience and just take it and add to your power instead of taking away from it. Okay, Pisces? All right, so I'm going to pull from the Good Tarot now. We're going to take some cards and see. I do sense a frustration here. I do really sense the fire. It's threatening to rage out of control. but you're just barely keeping it like under wraps, Pisces. So these are for the Pisces who are getting like itchy feet. Is that, can you say that? Yeah, I think you can, right? It's not itchy feet. It's restless feet. You're getting restless. You want things to happen already. Let things happen already. The Queen of Water. Yeah, she's the Queen of Reflection. She's the Queen. She's asking you to meditate, to go inside yourself, to do that calm place that you're having a hard time to figure out at the moment because you're feeling like, oh, I need to, you know. Ooh, if you need to help others with their home, I mean, get into a place where they do Tai Chi, yoga, all of that stuff, okay, where you calm yourself. It's self-care, and it will bring you even more insight. The wonderful part about life is that even if you think you've got it all figured out and that you're moving in the right direction, you have to remember, Pisces, that the blocks that appear, like when you're getting slowed down, when you feel you should be moving faster, it is most of the time the universe telling you, slow down. There's something else you need to look at for a moment. There's more richness you can bring to this situation. So take it as a personal a request from the universe to slow down, to look at things, to discover what they are, what they mean. Page of Earth. Opportunity for growth. Okay? Opportunity for learning. Be the constant apprentice. We were talking about that too yesterday. Be the constant apprentice, the one who's eager to learn. Because when you're going here, I feel a sense of, I got it. In other words, I've got it, it's final, I want to move forward. It's never final. You should always understand that whatever you've learned is just a simple point of that lesson, but there doesn't mean that there isn't more for you to learn. Being a master's thing of something is being the constant apprentice, is being the one who's always learning, who's always upping the ante on the willingness to open up, to have more, to understand more. Slow ups are an indication for you to take in a little more wisdom, okay? More lessons. Sometimes it's just cleaning up a little bit, okay? Messenger of Water. Oh, I love this card. Okay? Yeah. This Messenger of Water is telling you, you need to ebb and flow. You need to take a minute. You need to slow down the emotions that you're feeling, that, you know, stomping on the ground. It's asking you to please just flow with a moment and accept this Queen of Water. Messenger of Water, Queen of Water. This is the Knight. The Knight has the buildup of the emotions, you know, that like I said, you know, stomping on the ground, that hissy fit. It's that wave of emotion of, I want it now, you know. And the thing is that this messenger is being told here, okay, but this beautiful seahorse, okay, you need to look at something. There's maybe a little something here that needs to be looked at, to be seen. You're very rich. You have a very rich, beautiful covering. I mean, you're glowing in how you shine here, Pisces. But you have to remember that you're still always learning. You're always capable of getting a little more, okay? I'm going to put these so that you can see them constantly, okay? We don't want the word patience to go away. We want to keep it very, very present in this reading. At least that's what they're telling me. Make sure that it's very, very present in this reading. The Ace of Earth, yeah. This, of course, speaks of the Ace of Coins. You've planted something. they're reminding you that when you plant things, you need to let them have the time to take root. Okay? When you're planting a seed, it doesn't just bloom right away. You don't just put it in the ground, water it, and wait a couple of minutes and everything happens and the flowers there. Everything in good time. And there's a reason for that. There's a root system that needs to develop so that the stem, when it grows, they're showing me hold on to the ground and not fall over, right? It needs to grow underneath. It needs to take root so that it can hold the weight of the stem and the flower. And it needs to grow and grow. And you are going to see something fantastic come about because you have carefully planted your ideas and whatever's going on in your life. Whether it's a relationship, they're showing me that, there's the beginnings of a relationship. They're saying just don't force it, don't ram it into existence, okay? It is taking its very own course and coming to you in its very own way. You just need to put what you need into it without forcing it. You also need to do the same thing career-wise, okay? Even if you're starting a new career, there's a learning curve. You're not going to be like the fantastic, and even if it's your dream job, the learning curve can be quite frustrating, even if it is your dream job, because you're not quite at that master perfection place yet. If you're starting a business, it takes a couple of years to see something happen. You need to have patience. Things grow, and they grow in the pace that they want to, and it is all for its own reason, its own time. Even the things that don't grow and end up failing, there's a reason for it. There's a wisdom behind it. There's a lesson for you to learn. And as long as you continue looking at these things, you are going to be able to move forward with that, okay? You're going to be able to get in with that, right? You have the Page of Air underneath the deck. This tells me with the Page of Air is always the page of, he's my troublemaker page. The Page of Swords he is, okay? The Page of Swords tells you that things should be happening faster, that you've done all the hard work and why it's not happening, okay? It could even start comparing other people's journey to your own and telling you, well, it happened a lot faster for them than it's happening for you, and look, they're growing a lot faster than you are, or their relationships didn't take as long to develop as yours is. You have to remember not to compare yourself to anybody. You are authentically you and an original in your own skin. You are going down your own path. And you have different things that's going to come to you. You have to release yourself, okay? Look at this. There's a release. Release on how this is coming to you. Have the patience, okay? Believe that things are going to come in for you, Pisces. Trust in it, okay? Wholeheartedly. You have the self-confidence. Don't take it away from yourself at this point, because you're having this little page run around in your head telling you lies that seem like the truth, okay, of the reality, okay? It takes time, the Ace of Water. It takes time to build opportunities that are replenishing opportunities, okay? Because those, they feed your soul, they feed your life and your body constantly as you go. Remember, the Seahorse is right here, okay? He's also right here in this card. He's trying to tell you, slow down, it's okay. This takes time. That's the message he's trying to say here. So you have to remember this, Pisces, always, okay? That these things are there to help you, to move you forward, always, right? The Five of Water, woe is me, okay? Just have a little more patience, Pisces. Honestly, that's really all you need to do. I don't feel that any of this is going to take as long as you're making it out in your mind. I think it actually will go a lot quicker, but right now it just feels like you want it already. It's like that kid in the candy store. I want it already, and why isn't it happening already? Why do I have to wait so long for all of these things? Why? All right, Pisces, so I'm going to take from the Sacred Forest. We're going to look a little more. This is a fairly new deck for me. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's also got beautiful spiritual vibe to it. I love these. This is a Denise Lynn. Dragonfly Spirit, and it is the card of change.